Good afternoon, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this afternoon, family questions the police's commitment to finding missing Hanover woman. The family of a young woman from Hanover who went missing some 5 months ago is accusing the parish's police of negligence in the effort to find her. The missing woman is 18-year-old Amanda Anderson, who was 17 years old when she went missing on August 9 last year. According to the missing woman's aunt, Sansia Anderson, she disappeared during a routine shopping visit to Lucy with her elderly grandmother. The aunt explained that alarm bells went off after her niece, a past student of Green Island High School, did not turn up at their home in Brissett, Hanover after her visit to Lucy. She lived with her grandparents because her mother is currently in the United States. Amanda was slated to join her mother last September. She and her grandmother went into the town and she said she was going to buy something. Her grandmother realized it was taking a while. She thought that she was going to take about 10 minutes, but she was taking too long. When she saw evening come and not see her, she started to worry. The next day was even more worried. Sansia told the news on Tuesday. Amanda was reported missing at the Lucy police station the following day. At the same time, her aunt says that her family attempted to investigate by calling cell service provider Flo. Amanda's SIM card was reportedly purchased in her aunt's name, so the family requested the last numbers she contacted before going missing. She further stated that the family learned that Amanda called an older male cousin. Flo gave me the number and me type it in on my phone. Me say one of my male cousin name come up. Me even type it over because me and say I can't this a number because of my cousin number, she said. Concerned by this information, the family contacted the cousin, who informed them that Amanda had supposedly called to request a trip to Montego Bay for a job interview. However, her aunt told the news that she is not convinced by his statement. Me think there's something wrong because him claimed to have carried her to an interview, but there is no way a person can go to an interview in a camouflage shorts and a top. Me start ask question, and then he said he dropped her off in Mobile at a hotel, she said. The aunt said the family reported this information to the police, but the cousin was never questioned by law enforcement. She said that she is disappointed and believes that the Hanover police are not doing enough to locate her niece. When a person is missing and you're the last person known to be with them, even if you're a family member, they're supposed to lock you up and further the case. They did not do anything about it, she said. Superintendent Andrew Nish, the police commander for Hanover, told the news that the investigation into the disappearance of Amanda is currently ongoing. However, he said that the girl's family is not given the expected cooperation. We are still looking into the matter, but unfortunately, we are not getting the full cooperation of the grandmother, and she was the one who reported the child missing. We have reached out to the child's mother, and from what we are seeing, she has no real interest in that matter. We have even contacted the child's grandfather, but he seemingly has not been in contact with the family members, he said. Nish stated further that police investigations have revealed that Amanda ran away in 2023 and returned home after several months. We are still looking into the matter and we hope to have the matter resolved, said Nish. However, Amanda's mother, Nicola Haddon, is rejecting the claim that the family is not cooperating with the police, saying her father has never been contacted by the police. The police have never reached out to me. I had to reach out to the police in Montego Bay because Lucy police are not doing anything. If they had reached out to my dad, he would have done everything to assist. Everybody knows my dad because he sells in the Lucy market. Every time my dad saw her school uniform, he got sick, so I don't know why he wouldn't want to help the police, said Haddon. Haddon, too, has questioned their cousin's assertions and is requesting police assistance in locating her daughter. I don't know what to believe because my cousin told me that he took her to Montego Bay to look for a job. He said he left her at a particular hotel and when he got back there, she was gone. She further accused the police of ignoring the probe since Amanda had previously left home. Reputed one-order gang leader shot to death by police. The reputed leader of the notorious Spanish Town-based one-order gang was shot and killed by the police on Wednesday night. The news understands that Othni Laban, otherwise called the Thick Man, was cut down by cops of the Counter-Terrorism and Organized Crime Division at 6 miles in St. Andrew about 10:30 p.m. The circumstances surrounding the confrontation are unclear at the moment. More details to come. Doctors at KPH unhappy with arrangements for congested car park, known timeline for completion of new space. Doctors and other staff at the Kingston Public Hospital are reportedly fuming over new parking arrangements set up by the hospital's management to curb a parking lot gridlock that was preventing easy access to the facility's accident and emergency unit. At the same time, no clear completion date appears to have been outlined for a proposed parking lot designated by the Ministry of Health and Wellness and the hospital's oversight body, the Southeast Regional Health Authority, at the back of the facility. This area for now serves as a dump for residents of nearby communities. The news understands that the main parking lot at the hospital was built to accommodate just over 100 vehicles, but on any given day, some 300 vehicles compete for that space, causing a backup and more detrimentally slowing access for ambulances and other emergency vehicles. Since late last year, however, arrangements have been made for doctors and the staff to park at the compound of the National Public Health Lab, which also houses the National Blood Transfusion Service. From there, staff members are reportedly shuttled back and forth to the KPH a few meters away. Since then, doctors have reportedly been complaining about the inconvenience of the new arrangements and the length of time it takes for one of two designated vehicles to move them from one facility to the next. One practitioner claimed that at times moving could take up to 15 minutes. On Tuesday, KPH CEO Dr. Natalie Wiley said that she was aware of the discomfort among staff members, but that the arrangements must stand as the situation that existed was untenable, sometimes dangerous. Traffic poses a significant hazard in terms of easy entry and exit to the hospital. Even to access the emergency dropping-off area in the event of something catastrophic was hampered. If you need a fire brigade to enter the compound, you must have access to these areas, explained Wiley. She empathized with her staff members who she said might have difficulty adjusting to the new arrangement and the inability to park on the compound and quickly walk to their offices and the stations. Staff members work on shifts, the CEO explained, and so the shuttle service operates from 7 a.m. until 10:30 a.m. and then restarts from 2:30 p.m. through to 5:15 p.m. Outside of these times, the transport manager at the hospital will have to dispatch a vehicle to facilitate the staff transportation. So a schedule was circulated, but to change the culture is difficult. People are used to if they come park and they need to leave urgently, they go. The staff are not happy. It is inconvenient for them, but we have to be mindful of staff safety, said Wiley, noting that areas designated as part of the hospital's fire and emergency plans as assembly points were inaccessible. Yesterday, head of the Medical Doctors Association, Dr. Renee Badrow, said that she was aware of the doctors' complaints and the proposed area for the new car park to be erected, but she would have to have a conversation with Wiley before she could speak publicly on the matter. This, she said, was among several concerns that were in need of being addressed in such a meeting. On Tuesday, one staff member at the Bustamante Hospital for Children fumed when she was told that despite her uniform, she would not be granted parking on the compound and instead was directed to an area designated for patients across from the hospital. I work at the same serum. This doesn't make any sense to me, she vented to the news. Errol Green, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Health and Wellness, heads the KPH Redevelopment Committee, which aims to address some of the hospital's infrastructural challenges, including parking. On Wednesday, Green asked the news to send the questions to him as he was unable to participate in a telephone interview. Those questions and his cellular phone went unanswered up to press time. Guys, thank you for watching. See you this evening at 6 p.m. for another news update.